So, as always, flowing from the Survival Scrolls, I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fast. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, do we really need Donald Trump again? Let's go. So, family, Donald Trump making waves again. He never stopped. He never stopped. Dogged individual. He's running again. Or he's doing rallies. I won't say that he's running again. Now I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna be very straight to the point. I find that Joe Biden is an ineffective president. I'm not against the man, but I find that he's incredibly ineffective. And to prove the point, when you have governors, Ron DeSantis, and I forget the one from Texas, taking migrants, shipping them off in different parts of the United States. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, a great many went to New York City, because New York City is a sanctuary city, which, for those of you who do not know, a sanctuary city is a city in where you can come in as an immigrant and you will get help and aid in trying to become an American citizen, get a job, housing, what have you. You know, I'm making it sound all nice and pretty. It's not. It's a long process. It takes years. Some people do end up in homeless shelters for a period of time. You're put on a lottery to get what is called Section 8, which is a low-income housing. You know, you're put into a Section 8 lottery, and it's a long process. It is a very, very long process. Nonetheless, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, my man, he just sent some migrants to Martha's Vineyard, a very stushy community, high class. I thought that was a gangster move. Gangster. I'm like, damn, of all the places, you guys have a Martha's Vineyard? Like, what? Woo, that's next level. And mind you, if you have to look at the Jedi mind trick behind that. You know, that, go ahead, lady, go ahead. That is also not only an incredibly dogged, balls all out gangster move, but it's also a savvy political move, because I wouldn't be surprised if he runs for president. You know, to show that he's a no-nonsense, hard-hitting individual that will do whatever it takes for the betterment of these United States. Taken out of the playbook of Donald Trump. Because you know damn well, no governor would have made a move like that. They'll tell him to his face this, that. They'll call him all sorts of this. They'll do whatever. Judges will block his efforts, this, that, and the third. But they would never make a move like that. They would not want to be under the wrath of this man at all. Even if it's just talk. They wouldn't want to be. It's like Eminem the rapper. You don't diss Eminem. You're going to get your whole continent of your existence blown up. So, Donald Trump, I feel that had he not gone into real estate, and his venture into politics would have been his first choice, I think he would have done well. I think he embraces the accolades. I believe that he looks forward to the adoration. I think that, and mind you, I'm not a ass-licking Donald Trump fan. You know, I'm not a fanboy. No, it's not about that. But there were tiny things, and only tiny things, that he did that was for the betterment of these United States. The immigrant policies. I feel that it's out of control now. I think that right now, and don't get me wrong, it's not a slur against any immigrants coming here, for I am an immigrant. Everyone practically is an immigrant. Even the ones from Poland, being that he liked to talk about Poland so much, and Haiti, and all the various countries. But there's a lot of problems in these United States, and I think that we should taper off the allowance of immigrants coming to even the sanctuary cities. It's an overload that the agencies that are put into place to aid and to help or whatever, it's a lot. So I think that, you know, there should be a pullback. How he did it was gangster. It was rude. It was disgusting. And in the process of it, he shitted and put down other countries, immigrants from other countries that he didn't like or didn't have any respect for. And he talked about them in the worst way, in the worst manner ever. Anyways, we have a Joe Biden. I don't know. I just find that he's ineffective. Even Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, what does she do? In all fairness, we heard, as silent as Mike Pence was, we heard Mike Pence. We heard Dick Cheney. We heard Al Gore. We heard Dan Quayle. We heard Joe Biden. We heard these individuals. And I understand that a vice president's role is relegated to, I don't want to minimize or marginalize their existence, but sometimes it's to the various small venues that the president may not have any time for at all. He may not have that time to address those various tiny little niches. But I don't know anything what this woman is doing at all. So, and as I stated earlier, the ineffectiveness of Joe Biden is evident due in part to how the governors are treating him. You know, Barack Obama, addressing the Congressional Congress, whatever, saying something, going back out 12, 13 years, whatever, you lie, all up in his face. Rude, condescending, didn't give a damn. But a move like that? Nah, I don't know. I don't know if they would have done that to him either. There was one thing that was always, there were two things. There's three things. It was comical when Donald Trump was there. You were looking, you were like, did you hear what he just said? You know, it was rude. It was dark, dry humor many times over. Humor for him. It was disrespectful, but it made people watch. But at the same time, there were many people, even those that adore this man, that felt that there was a dark cloud over the United States. A dark cloud that stayed. How he addressed things, how he put things into play, how he juggled things. There was no finesse to it. Right? Some people, you know, not everyone can appease everybody. You know, sometimes you just have to do those hard biting, nail biting moves, and F everyone else. But it was too much of a common play. I remember one time there was a reporter that he was talking about, you know, this, that, and the third about his administration and what he's done and this and that. And the reporter said to him, he said, you know, we're here to acknowledge the first responders, you know, those individuals. I thought that, oh, no, that's what we're doing, you know. Yeah, but you're talking about you and your administration, and like, where are the first responders? Where's the acknowledgement and the accolades for them? And he digressed. But it was evident that that's how he moved. Again, no finesse. Sometimes there needed to be that lack of finesse. There needed to be, I remember it was talking about monies that were being exchanged between America and Germany and China, and he's like, why are we paying this? Why are we doing all this? Nah, man, put some tariffs. And he started putting tariffs, and of course they did tariffs back, but he was like, I'm not playing with you. Why are we paying for this? This doesn't cost this much. Why are we spending this money? You know, it was those little tiny things that did well. It bode well for him. But at the same time, it was a dark cloud over the United States of America. You know, when you have world leaders at the Geneva conference laughing at him, that's not a good look. You know, they're ridiculing him. They're mocking him. You know, and don't get me wrong. You know, mocking can come in different ways. You look at what's happening to Putin. There is now a what do you call it? A petition. I don't know how big these leaders are. Yo, she's gangster. There's a petition to remove him, to impeach him. We all know the man is a straight gangster. Straight. He's not only a gang, he's a killer. You know, you're not playing in a nice sandbox with this man at all. You know, where you put up your dukes, you know, he'll bring a nuclear bomb. A bit feared, but now he's becoming ridiculed for what's taking place in the Ukraine, if you're following that story. Anyways, the question begs, do we need Donald Trump again? Do we need him to run? Is not new blood better? New fresh perspectives better? New ideas, new visions better than the old? I'm not here to say that he won't try to do things like immigration again and what have you, but the adoration and the accolades and the me, kiss me, I wear the flag, look, the flag looks good on me, I'm so rich, I'm very rich, you know, and all that. It's tiresome now. You know, the show's over. And I feel, one, he misses it, but two, he's trying to run away from the heavy load of legal problems that are affecting him. He's trying to dodge them. Because if they come to fruition and they really get this man could possibly, I don't think it will happen, but in a perfect world, he could look at some time. That'd be something. Jail time for a president. Ex-president, I should say. Anyway, family, that's all I have for you today. Let's give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below, and that those in our inner circle are in the same vein. Thank you for riding with me. And please, I didn't say it yesterday, but please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It really helps the algorithm. Tell your friends, acquaintances, everybody in your life that this is a pretty good channel that talks about interesting topics and interesting perspectives. That's about it. As always, as I say, family, please keep your head on a swivel. These streets are hot. My motto, my creed, my steed, my belief, whatever you do, stay lovely, stay sexy, but most of all, family, stay safe. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Pairs. See you guys in the next clip.